Hi everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Latoya. I'm one of the team members of the Profit Room, and today we will go through a trade recap, which is DLTR, that was taken today in the day trading room. But before I get into it, don't forget to like as well as subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, so let's get into it. Right now, what we are looking at is the pre-market analysis every morning. Myself, sometimes other team members will provide pre-market analysis based off of trades that are moving prior to market opening. And these were the setups that I saw for today, DLTR in particular. We needed to hold above 92 for a bullish continuation. What that means is when the stock holds above a certain price level, we expect that the price of the stock would continue to move higher. We also had a 93.40's next resistant level that needed to break for a move higher. Clean, cut, simple analysis. We also provided Tesla 786 level to break as well for a bullish continuation that is a move higher. Now we'll go into the actual trading room so we can see exactly how these trades were provided besides the pre-market analysis and how they actually played out. What I like to do, I want to make sure that everyone is they're ready, because one thing to remember, when the market opens, it will not wait for you. It will not wait for you to make a decision. Your decision would have to be made way in advance. This is why pre-market preparation is so important. Initially, I already know exactly what I'm going to buy, where I'm going to buy it, and how that stock is going to play out based off of the homework I've done well in advance. And this is exactly how we train our students to think as well as prepare. So there's no such thing as you're reacting based off of nothing. You're reacting based off of what you've already analyzed. DLTR off to the races. I also reminded the room, don't forget about DLTR pre-market bull trade, meaning this trade in particular held the levels and it was a go. Just had to buy it. You had to be ready. I was ready. My alerts went off extremely early where I entered the trade, and I just had to remind the room. I also provide stocks that I'm also watching outside of the trades provided in pre-market analysis, just in case members want to have options. Cornelius, he liked AMD. You can see that he got in, which is great. I was busy with DLTR. But my job as a moderator is not only to make sure people are in profit, but people can see other alternatives just in case they do not like what was provided in pre-market. Yes, we go above and beyond at times. So we're just going to keep going and basically see how the trade play out. DLTR. What I want to do right now at this point, let's get into these charts. Here we go with DLTR. First thing to look at right now is this is the daily chart. We trade gaps. Gaps are basically a chart that has a window in between, meaning where it closed prior day versus where it opens the next day. That is a gap, that in-between space. Gaps provide us a great advantage. We consider it an extremely high probability favorable trade because there's momentum behind it. Now, what I have outlined is a 92 level, and I'm going to go to my 1 minute chart. If you ever watch any of our prior YouTube content, especially the ones where I provide recaps, you know that I'm very fond and particular of 1 minute charts because 1 minute charts are my entry points. These are where I perfect my entries as well as the analysis. Not a lot of people are able to use 1 minute charts effectively. 92 level we can see right here based off of pre-market. This is where we reclaim, and this is where we had to initially hold as support and then wanted to buy. But more importantly, it was the 93.40. If I mark this chart right around here, you can see that the first 1 minute open broke above 93.40. That gave me an indication that this price action initially held our support 93.40, and we were good to go in terms of takeoff. I sold into here, basically making over $9,000 within basically 15 minutes of market open. If I zoom out, you're going to see where DLTR, strong momentum, continue to push. I'm going to put on my default levels, meaning these are the levels that I initially have when it comes to understand where's the next resistant levels, where's the major next support levels. All these levels, we teach our students once again how to find and really identify exactly how to maximize on your trade, especially when you're in a stock, on where it can potentially go. My goal today was to basically get this recap done and, solidify as much as I can off of the initial open way before it started to consolidate. So generally, this consolidation is great. This would have provided entry point here for another go. This is basically, you could say, about 15 to 25 minutes later. Then it hit another consolidation state before it moved up. Usually I like to trade trends, and if I'm still around, yeah, this would have been an easy trade number 2 to catch into momentum. But the goal is always to execute the best setup, and I felt I did that, especially making over $9,000 in that time period where I made it. As I mentioned earlier, initially during the day, when planning this trade, it's always good to go back to look at the bigger picture. And this is one of the reasons why we trade gaps. I absolutely love the Thinkorswim platform. This is the only platform I use to chart and find levels of support as well as resistance in general. But when it comes to day trading stocks and options, it is not my to-go-to platform. The Profit Room, our team, we like direct access platforms, and Thinkorswim, TD Ameritrade is not one. But what I love about this platform, I like day trading the futures off of this. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to take you to the initial trades that were executed based off this platform. I like to capitalize off of futures way before I start my pre-market prep for day trading stocks. This is gold. Gold initially broke down. This is right around 10, and I'm already in DLTR at that point. So I'm no longer looking at the futures. Once I made the initial one trade, that was it, and it held support. I got out. If we look at this here, we can see that this is a lot of chop, aka channel, which I did mention to our room, taking this trade, and basically when is a good time to exit. Here we go. 1737.7 is a limit to short, so well in advance. It's in a channel. It's choppy. Control the risk where it has to break in order for it to get more downside. So anything, once it drops, and I only have one contract at this time because it was in a channel, the only way I'm adding is on confirmation. And when you're in a channel, that's not confirmation, folks, okay? So that was the quick profits for that time being. And then NQ also provided an opportunity this morning way before the market opened at 9:30. So that's what I took advantage of. We're going to go back to the actual room quickly so we can see exactly how members are able to benefit. Although I don't have to re-give this level, we should watch the channel, right? The members should watch the channel, understand the levels. Preparation is always key. And when you're nicely prepared, you're going to make money. Every person here, Antonio, this is one of our students. She's also one of our students. You're going to make money because you understand the thought process, okay? Here we go. Look at Safil. That's $1,800 on gold. You're going to understand the thought process. Second entry, XAUD. This is on the Forex side. You know what? Also, look back at that video where Safil and I did a lovely recap on the trades we provide daily in this room. All right. And as always, everyone take care. Hold on to your profits. You want to learn how to trade properly, you can always hit us up. Profitroom.com. Take care. Trade safe.